What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to today's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. If you didn't join us for the 4 o'clock show earlier, don't worry. I'm going to fill you in on everything from the Europa League draw, the Champions League draw, to why Xabi Alonso feels Liverpool are the favourites for the Europa League, and a couple of other bits and pieces, including updates on injured players, new contracts for promising players, and a few other bits and pieces. But, as you can see on the screen, just a reminder, we are in Boston 1 week from today at the Foundation Room in the Citizens House of Blues right beside Fenway. If you are in that part of the world and you'd like to come and see us at Boston, do get your tickets from the link in the description or go on to Ticketmaster and search Anfield Agenda on there. 1 week to go. We cannot wait to get over there and say hello to you guys. But there's more to go through today. So what I want you guys to do is let me know your thoughts on the news that I speak about in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. And if you just have a little glance to the top left corner, you will see that we are a mere 409 subscribers away from 250,000. And again, we want to thank you for your continued support of the channel. So look, I guess the first place for me to start is by looking at the Europa League draw, giving you my quick take on it, and of course asking you guys to let us know your thoughts. So if you haven't seen the draw yet, let me just take you through it quickly. Top of the draw and the top half of the draw is this: Benfica against Marseille and Liverpool against Atalanta. So the winner of Liverpool-Atalanta will take on the winner of Benfica and Marseille for a place in the Europa League final. The good news for us is, if we get to the semi-final, the second leg will be at Anfield, so that's definitely a plus. On the bottom half of the draw, it's a little bit more complicated and a bit more tricky. So it's AC Milan against AS Roma, with the winner of that tie to take on the winner of Bayer Leverkusen against West Ham. So what does all that mean? Well, it means that Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen cannot meet until the Europa League final in Dublin. So if indeed we are to lock horns with Xabi Alonso, it will be in the final. If not, well then hopefully it'll be Liverpool versus AC Milan, Roma, West Ham or Leverkusen. One of those will be the potential opponents at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin for the Europa League final. And again, just a reminder, it is a 52,000 seater arena for those of you who aren't too up to date on the Aviva. And we are currently working to try and sort out an Anfield Agenda after party in Dublin City Centre. We'll give you more details on that as and when we have it sorted. A quick look at the Champions League draw as well for you guys. Atletico Madrid will take on Borussia Dortmund, and PSG versus Barcelona. That is the top half. Obviously that PSG-Barcelona game is one that, well, casts your mind back to the famous game where PSG decided then that they were going to come and buy Neymar because the disrespect they felt apparently after being knocked out by Barca. So, Atleti, Dortmund, PSG and Barcelona, one of those four will take up one place in the final. Bottom half of the draw, let's be honest, it's a lot more difficult. Real Madrid versus Manchester City and Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. If you're either of those two English teams, you're thinking you got a pretty difficult draw there, right? And again, one of those four will be making their way to Wembley for the final. So we will have a final that features either Atletico, Dortmund, PSG and Barcelona in one half against the strongest team to come through from Real Madrid, Man City and Arsenal and Bayern Munich. For me, I'm going to predict Manchester City and Arsenal in the semi-final on the bottom side. I think both of them will probably just have a little bit too much. And on the top half, I'm going to predict Atleti to go through. So, don't know who wins the Arsenal-Man City semi-final, but yeah, that's my take on it. But of course, we want to know your thoughts, so do let us know in the comment section. Also, a question that I got asked a lot over the last few days is about the 5th Champions League spot. It is now confirmed that it will go to one of the Premier League teams. They have reached enough in the coefficient points ranking, so there will be 5 places in the Champions League for English teams next season. So if you're a fan of Manchester United, Aston Villa, Spurs, you're thinking that your chances have increased somewhat. Look ahead to the game of the weekend. Jurgen Klopp has been speaking about our trip to Old Trafford to take on Manchester United. This is what he had to say. He said, "We can bring 9,000 people with us to United. Ask me afterwards if I enjoy it. We'll try to prepare. Again, we have a situation where we played on Thursday and we handled it. United have had a full week to prepare. Ten Hag knows how to play, so he'll line up some challenges, but we have to be ready anyway. As much as possible, I enjoy these games. I don't know much about their season, but I've seen some good games, a lot of quality and injury problems. Maybe Hoyland is available, Wan-Bissaka is close. That obviously makes a difference. We'll see on Sunday. It was always a tough place to go. It means everything to both fan groups. We know that. We try to show up on the pitch and work really hard, but you never know. No guarantees, just opportunities. We will give it a try. I think we win. I'm feeling really ballsy and really confident going into this game at the weekend. Klopp gave a bit of an injury update as well, and this is probably the key part of this video. Certainly if I was tuning in to watch, it will be for this part. This is what Jurgen had to say. Curtis has a chance for the international break, so Curtis Jones could resume full training during the international break. Diogo and Trent the week after. So again, not too far now from having Jones back, from having Trent back and Diogo back. Could be massive for us in the run-in for the title race and of course for the Europa and FA Cup. What did he say on top of that? He said, BAJCETIC feels something, but it's not injuries. He said it's intensity. We don't want to use him before he's really ready. His body was not ready for the intensity. He's in a much better place now, but we have to wait. Part of team training after the international break. So it looks like BAJCETIC, as we thought, was just struggling to get up to speed with the rigours and the intensity. Remember, he's still a young man developing both physically, mentally and of course on the pitch. So good to have an update on BAJCETIC from Kloppo. Another bit of good news today for the Reds is that Jayden Danns has signed a long-term professional contract with Liverpool Football Club. The club announced that one later on, posting a tweet to say, Jayden Danns has signed a new long-term contract with Liverpool. Congratulations, Jayden. And I think we'll all agree. Very much looking forward to seeing what Jayden Danns can bring in the future. And yeah, looking forward to it. Just really, really good and really positive news for the club again, tying down some of those young talents. With regards to the draw, or with regards to the favourites for the competition, well, Xabi Alonso, he thinks Liverpool are the favourites. This is what Xabi had to say. For me, it's clear. I really see Liverpool as the favourites to win the Europa League. And so do I. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to look at this competition and feel, yeah, we should win it. We are the best team in it. We've said it all along from day one. Don't be afraid of that tag. It's not arrogance. We should win this competition. Look at last night, 11-2 over 2 legs against Sparta Prague. And that was with a very mixed, chopped and changed team as well. So yeah, we've every right to feel confident and wear that badge with pride. That's it from me, my friends, today. Just a reminder, though, if you want to come see us in Boston, tickets are on sale. We are going to be live there next week. Tomorrow's my day off, so there'll be no live content. I have recorded the match preview for the Manchester United FA Cup game. That's going to be coming out at 10 a.m. And if you're watching this early enough in the day, we will be back live tonight at 8:30 before the weekend begins. Your weekend does officially start with a late night agenda on a Friday, so hope to see you all here for that. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and we will catch up with you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.